Hi, I'm John Lockwood from John Next Door. Today's instructional video is to show you how to use the brand new sandwich box from the John Next Door range to make this beautiful box. This is based on a project I made a few years ago, and you will see if you're on the YouTube channel another video showing you exactly how this box was made by hand. However, I wanted the option to make it using die cuts rather than actually have to do all the measuring, so the die makes this box a lot easier. This has also been designed so that it fits with the original die from Spellbinders that I used, as well as lots of other dies from your stash to help add this creative panel at the front. So I'm just going to untie it and show you the idea. So inside, if I open one side, you can see I have a deep card in there. I'll move that to one side because I'll be showing you in another video how to make this card. However, now you can see the box itself, and the box is designed in two halves with a hinge so that it opens so you can hold it flat, and also so that you can have it as a pyramid and it would sit just like that on your mantelpiece. The depth of the box is designed to be around 2.5 inches so that it will take all of those deep projects and cards that we make, makes a fantastic memory box and holds lots and lots of different things. The box sizing is a 6-inch square box, which is perfect for 6-inch card blanks, which are made just that little bit smaller than 6 inches. So this can replace any 6-inch envelope. Hinge, everything are all included. So I'm going to move this box to one side now so that we can actually start to go through the die and the pieces that you'll need. The die set itself comes with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 dies in total. Each one designed to make a different element of the box and also add different decorative sections. First of all, we have this main piece. This is designed to make the front of the box, and to make a box you will need 4 of these cutting. You then have the decorative panel, and this is the concentric rings decorative panel that comes with the original box die. This will cut into the top panel to give us the beautiful look and lattice that we had in the example I showed earlier. There will be more examples at the end of the video. You've then got a separate die, which is just larger than the decorative section. This has been designed so that it will cut out the decorative section, but also so that you can add an infill of a different colour behind without having to work out the mathematics of cutting a square and cutting it in half. You then have the side panel, which has the hinge section attached to it. If I move this out of the way, you can see that a little bit better. You then have a decorative panel that again fits well within that die to add a decorative side to your boxes should you want it all to be latticed, or again great for your card making and scrapbooking. You have the hinge section, which has been designed to be slightly smaller than the main side panel so that it fits exactly. And finally, you have an additional corner die to add another decorative element, or should you want to have smaller levels of interest on your box. So, to make the box you will need 4 of this die, 4 of this die, which is the side, and 1 hinge. So I'm going to move that out of the way, and again I'll show you the pieces. So, we make the box in 2 halves using 1 corner section cut, 1 corner section, and on this one I've cut the filigree, 2 side panels, and 1 hinge. Now, I'm going to construct this together, and it's really simple. The first thing you need to do on your front section, push these out of the way, is all of the lines that you need to fold are included on the die, and those sections already press for you, so the deboss is done so that the lines are very easy to fold. If you can see on the box, and again hopefully you can zoom in on this one, you can see that there's a stitch detail going all the way around the edge, just to add a little bit of interest to it. So I have 2 sections. I also have 2 side panels, and each side panel have a little flap on there. Now the flap is used to hinge the 2 sections together, but also so that you've got an area to cover where the ribbon goes through it, but I'll show you that in a minute. So, to adhere this down, I'm going to start with the detailed panel. And all I'm going to do is use a tape runner, as I find this is the best way to get that instant grab. However, a tape runner on its own will not ensure the longevity of the box. What will happen is, as central heating and other heating elements get to the paper product, it will actually start to disintegrate. So what we need to do is add a little bit of a wet glue as well. And the best way to remember it is the commercial glue on the tape is for now, the paper glue is for always. Now I need to take and make sure I have one element that will be the hinge. So I'm going to pop that on and simply glue that down. And there I've got the little hinge at the top there to cover the ribbon. I take the second panel and I glue that down with the hinge facing the other open piece. This means that when we actually seal this box together, we have a hinge to work on. So just pop that down, and again, this little hinge here, some tape glue too, and a little bit of wet glue. And simply fold that down and fold the two pieces together so that you get quarter of a style of a triangular or sandwich box. Now, to attach the back to this, I've got the back panel and I've left this one plain so that I've got a nice plain back. I'm going to do exactly the same, run tape along the two sides. If you want to use just tape, you can use a red line tape, as a red line tape is super strong. However, I do recommend using a wet glue as well with whatever tape you're using so that you get a permanent stick. And what we do is, I'm going to marry up this corner onto the side panel. Just like that. And put it down. Place it on the ground and just give it a little press. I'm simply then going to match the other sides up and again pop it down flat, give it a press. And there I have one section of my sandwich box all completed. Now, to make the box into a square, obviously, I need two of those. So I'm going to pull together my second sandwich box. As you can see, those two fit exactly the same. So repeat all the sections for step one with the second section. Simply then, I need a hinge. So I've cut the hinge section, again, just using a scrap of card, using the section on the die that will cut this for you. All we do to attach them together is, again, little bit of tape runner on each side of the hinge and a little bit of wet glue to make sure it sticks down. Place that into the box, make sure the fold's right, marry the second panel up, sorry, wrong way round, marry the second panel up. I've made a little mistake there. I've placed the flap in the wrong place, so I can simply cut that off, pop the hinge in, make sure they marry up before opening the box and giving it a good press. And as we can see then, your box will open. For the closure, I've taken a hole punch. I've got a Crafts 2 one here which cuts me 1/8 of an inch hole and simply punched a hole through. This is to add ribbon to the closure. So I'm just going to punch the hole through on the second panel. I then simply take a piece of ribbon, cut it to a point, and thread through the hole. fold my box open, which gives me a nice flat surface, to add a little bit of glue to that flap, pull the ribbon through onto the flap and turn it over to seal. Give that a good press and any spare ribbon can be snipped off. But it means when the people open your box that are receiving it, they've got a beautiful finished inside as well. I'd repeat that for the second layer. So once again, take a piece of ribbon, thread it through, stick it on, and then your box would be finished. So I'll bring back in my original example, and as you can see here, I've got the two sides tied down, the ribbon firmly attached, close the box, tying the ribbons together, pull, and simply tie a bow. And there we go. I've added some aurora borealis crystals onto the edge of my box, onto each point of the detail, and there we go. The sandwich box completed and made in about 5 minutes. For more inspiration, please visit my blog www.johnnextdoor.blogspot.com. Thank you.